In January of 2020, TikTok videos were going viral of schools closing across America. COVID had just entered the US and was affecting schools. Eventually, our school was shut down too in April, and we eventually went into lockdown. A part of my life I live by is don't take time for granted. I really appreciated my childhood. I had a lot of good memories then. So when I got the opportunity to be with my family again and have a very relaxed lifestyle, I really took advantage of it. During the spring of 2020, I stayed home with my family for school during COVID, and I was at my best. I'm going to start off with how my school day looked. I previously struggled in my classes, but with a new teaching system, my grades improved. I really struggled in math specifically, and for some reason, I just couldn't get an A. I don't know if it's because of how much I talked to my friends during the class, or if I just couldn't understand the teacher. But I eventually improved during COVID when I was able to rewatch the videos. I also had my older sister with me all the time. We would sit in my bed together and do our classes, and she would be there whenever I needed her. So in the end, I ended up receiving A's in all my classes, which was the best I had done all school year. Other new things in my life were activities. With COVID, I had a lot of time on my hands. My family began to start new activities and hobbies. We like to play Rummy 500, which was about an hour to 2 hours long. It took up quite a bit of time and is commonly played on my dad's side of the family. So during COVID, we took up the new card game, and I ended up starting really good at it, but then I haven't won, I think, in the past 3 years, so I try to avoid playing the 2-hour-long card game. Another activity we picked up was puzzles. We loved to do 1,000-piece puzzles, and they would take us about 1 to 2 days. We quickly finished them after we started them, and I remember staying up until 1 in the morning doing puzzles. We had to go to Costco to find our puzzles though, because Walmart was all out of stock, and so was Amazon and any other place online. So Costco came in clutch, and they had a handful of puzzles to pick from, and they were all really great. Another activity we would like to do was play Wii. I got my Wii in kindergarten, and we would play it from time to time, but it kind of got old after we got into elementary age. So when COVID hit, I installed it at my Nana's house, and my cousins also enjoyed playing it with me, so we would all go to my Nana's and play Wii games, like Just Dance, Scooby-Doo, Mario Bros, Mario Kart, and Wii Sports. It would get us off of our feet to do Wii Sports and Just Dance, so that's something you needed during COVID. Other things that would get us off our feet were walks. The Glacial Lakes Area Trail is about a mile from my house, and we commonly took the trail on nice days. We would go to New London or Spicer or Painesville. A common place to go to was DQ. It was really fun. We would take our bikes and we would go through the drive-thru because you couldn't actually go inside. And then we would go to Green Lake and sit in the water. Another thing we would have during COVID was family time. I really valued this because I didn't have as much time with my family because we were all so busy. We always had different schedules, but eventually we all aligned and had the same. My sister and I grew closer during COVID, and I got to see my Nana every day, which is something I hadn't been able to do since I moved here. I also got to hang out with my parents, and I got to be with my cousins. My papa also came home from California because his school also shut down, where he teaches. My daily schedule also changed. I had a new lifestyle, and it made a big difference. I would wake up to a full meal on all days. My mom had time to actually make it for me, and I had time to eat it. And then I would go to school quickly, and then I would go to my Nana's and play Wii. And finally, when she was able to finish up with her classes, I would get to meet up with her, and we would talk about our days, how some classes were going. She would tell me how her classes were going. We would compare and contrast, because she would want to know how she can improve her teaching styles during the COVID era. Other things that we would do, of course, was play Wii. We would play for about an hour, enough time to get a handful of time off of our hands. It was kind of like a break in between school and talking to my Nana because she finished after me, so it was a nice time. And then, of course, I visited with my Nana because I'm with her like 24/7 whenever I'm in Spicer. She's kind of like my best friend. And then I would have to do homework, obviously. And then we would go for a walk. or I would paint my room. At the time I was redoing my room. And then we would do puzzles or rummy, and then of course we would end the day with a movie, and then maybe I'd go to sleep. While staying at home during COVID, I was able to become a better version of myself. Students are becoming a better student, and I got to spend more time with my family and start new hobbies and a new lifestyle. 2020 was the best year by far, and I was able to make the best out of an unfortunate situation. I am Ellie B, and this is me at my best.